Good evening, everyone. My name is Jenna Lee Rooks. I am representing the Oglala Lakota Tribe Cannabis Group, and I'm going to be sharing with you our five most important amendments to the 1013 draft. I would like to share my screen and a presentation of these amendments that we would like to see pass on the new draft that will be up for vote on the 27th. That is exactly 2 days, a little bit less than 2 days from right now. We'd like for you to educate everybody and for you to understand what is in this ordinance and how you will be affected as a cannabis business owner or anybody who is interested in the cannabis industry. Okay, so these amendments are for the 10/13/2020 draft, ready to be voted on. And so this is something that our group wanted to educate everybody and do just a quick video and let you guys know what's coming up. Share if you guys have questions, reach out to myself, Jenny Big Crow, or Trent Hancock, and we can answer your questions. We can help you understand this draft that's being presented. So like I said, these amendments are already written to be voted on. So that way it'll be clear and concise. We also put in there the location of the amendments in the ordinance. We shared the ordinance on our page. So if you're interested, join our page. If you're on our group, go ahead and go to that ordinance, open it up. It's dated 10/12/2020, October or 13th, sorry, October 13th, 2020. Okay, so let's get into it. Amendment 1 is located in Chapter 12, Section 1A, page 61, termed marijuana business ownership. Current draft states only enrolled members of the Oglala Sioux tribe may obtain an ownership interest in marijuana business. Proof of enrollment status is required upon application for a marijuana business license. We would like to propose the same statement. However, we'd added 80% resident tribal member owned required and up to 20% non-resident tribal member owned may obtain an ownership interest in a marijuana business. Now, having that we put resident member 80% owned is important that is in there because that will keep this money circulating on the reservation and put the money into the pocket of those who own the cannabis businesses that live on the reservation. We would like for the money to stay on the reservation, the bulk of it, and up to 20% can go off the reservation for those tribal members who are investing in their families' businesses here. Amendment 2 is from Chapter 12, Section 1B, page 58 of the 9/8/2020 draft. This is the September 8th, 2020 draft, and we would like for it to be placed into the 1013 draft. It states, enrolled tribal members shall have majority control over the direction and decision making of the marijuana business. If a marijuana business takes any action without input and majority control by an enrolled tribal member, this action could lead to fines and or the loss of a license. The enrolled members must receive at least 80% of any profits of the marijuana business. Failure to comply with this requirement could lead to fines and or the loss of a license. We are asking and proposing that resident be placed as instead of enrolled, because we do know it's already there. We would like for it to say resident tribal members shall have majority control over the direction and decision making of each marijuana business. If a marijuana business takes any action without input and majority control by a resident tribal member, this action could lead to fines and or the loss of a license. The resident tribal members must receive at least 80% of any profits of the marijuana business. No royalty deals allowed. Failure to comply with this requirement will result in loss of a license. So this is adding in that the resident owner of the tribe will be receiving that 80% profit, that there be no royalty deals allowed, and that the failure to comply with this requirement will result in a loss of a license. And we'd like for that to be placed in there. So Amendment 3 would be Chapter 9, the Marijuana Commission, Section 4A, Term of Office, page 62. The current draft states initial marijuana commission. One commissioner shall be appointed to serve a 2-year term, and 2 commissioners shall be appointed to serve 3-year terms. The proposed amendment states initial marijuana commission, 1 commissioner shall be appointed to serve a 1-year term, and 2 commissioners shall be appointed to serve 2-year terms. Now we bumped these down a year, so that will give the council enough time to evaluate whether or not these commissioners who will be appointed to the commission are fit to do their job as commissioners, and if they need to be evaluated during that time. So Amendment 4, Chapter 3 is under licensing, Section 12, authorized plant count and associated fees, A, on page 23. Current draft states no marijuana cultivation facility shall be authorized to cultivate more than 500 mature plants at any given time upon licensure. The proposed amendment states no marijuana cultivation facility shall be authorized to cultivate more than 500 total plants at any given time upon licensure. So we changed the wording from mature to total. The reason behind this is that each business will be able to have a total of 500 plants that would be mature and immature. This gives more families, more people who would like to own a business, the ability to have that place in the market. If we were to say 500 mature plants, that would mean that there would be 500 mature plants at that business, and possibly anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 immature plants in bed waiting to become mature. Now that will give a business the ability to control the market, which won't be fair because we won't have a whole lot of businesses on in the industry here on the reservation. So next is Amendment 5, Chapter 7, Security, Site Management, and Inventory Control, Section 1 on page 52. This amendment is currently not in the draft. The proposal that we would like to, proposed amendment we would like to put in is not under number 7. We are requesting that there be a number 7, allow outdoor grows with security fencing and camera surveillance requirements. Now, this will allow people to own a business and have an outdoor grow instead of just indoor grows. We know that indoor grows can be expensive and they are controlled environments. They range around $50 per square foot. Outdoor grows are less expensive, less control, but they are $10 to $17 a square foot. This will allow more people to have a grow outdoor, more business. We do have a big land base, and we should be able to utilize outdoor grow as well. So this is the 5th Amendment that the Cannabis Group is promoting. We just like to thank you for taking the time to listen to our video and our amendments. Please share, please ask questions. Myself, Trent, and Jenny Trent Hancock and Jenny Big Crow would like to be a source of education and answer your questions, help you understand this ordinance. And we would like to get this ordinance to work for our people. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.